Day 43, let's talk about our mindset. We'll get right into our workout, but today what we're talking about is mental toughness, and that's exactly what we're building here every single day. We're building that endurance, we're building that grit, that determination. Every time we decide to show up and do it anyway, it's building on that, and it's making us stronger, and it's defining us in all of these ways, whatever it is that you're being consistent at and you're really pushing towards. But what happens when we stop doing it? When we fall off course? When we start and we stop, maybe we take a 3-month break, a 4-month break. Everything that we're working on now, these past 43 days, is going to be something of the past. It's going to be something that we used to do. And it's a lot easier to just keep going and push through the hard days than it is to start and stop and start and stop. Think about if you used to be a runner, and I say used to be because there's a lot of people that used to be runners. Why is that? Because we know how hard it is to build endurance. We know how hard it is to up our miles, and we know what's ahead of us. And so a lot of times we look at that and we're like, oh my gosh, that's just too hard, and we don't do it. But if we keep going and we show up on the days that we don't want to, we're protecting ourselves from that mental block. And so if you're there, if you're like, I am so exhausted and I don't want to push towards these goals that I have, whatever they are, in the gym or outside of the gym, keep going. Show up in whatever capacity you can that day, because it's building that mental toughness, and it will pay off, and it is paying off. I can tell you right now, 43 days later, it is paying off in some way. And maybe think about that and write that down. What we write down, we recognize. What is that for you? 6 minutes to warm it up. Let's talk about our workout. We have a 10-minute strength block. This is not new to you guys. We do this every single day, except for Saturdays, right? Sundays are rest day. We've got 10 reverse lunges. We've got 10 back squats. We've got 10 weighted good mornings. So your good mornings, you're gonna take that dumbbell. It's gonna be moderate weight. It's not gonna be anything crazy heavy. And we are just hinging at the hips. Now, you'll notice that I am not rolling forward. I'm hinging. And what you can do if you're not sure how far to go is put your fingers in your hip crease, and when it folds over, you know that you've gone far enough. You should feel that pull in your hamstrings because you are shooting that booty back and you're up, squeezing at the top. Cycle through that for 10 minutes. We've got a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds and reps as possible. We've got kettlebell swings 10, hang cleans 10, curtsy lunges 10, deadlifts 10. We're talking about these good mornings, and it plays into other movements like our kettlebell. So you're holding your dumbbell like this, unless you have a kettlebell. You're hinging at the hips, and you're swinging forward. Your hang clean, again, I'm hinging at the hips, catching on my shoulders, standing it up. Hinging at the hips, catching. Your deadlifts, you are here. I'm not rounding my back, you guys. All right? We got a 4-minute Tabata. What does that mean? 45 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. We got burpees. We got jumping squats. We have half burpees, and then we have renegade rows. Remember your renegade rows: high plank, row, row. There it is. 1 round of that. And then we're gonna close it out with another 10-minute AMRAP. All of the movements you've already done. 8 sets or 8 reps. Kettlebell, hang clean, curtsy lunges, deadlifts, burpees, jumping squats, half burpees, renegade rows. Cycle through that for 10 minutes. You got 4 minutes to cool down and you are done. You guys have a great workout.